Hello to everyone. Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the collective. This message is specifically in regards to what we should be focused on right now. Before I get started, I'm just going to give a quick shout out to those of you who have been donating to my channel because I definitely appreciate you all. So to True Person, to Zena, Brian Dillon, Rakia Coleman, Cassandra Davis, Derek Polk, Linda Smith, Jeffrey Johnson, Nobi H., Jasmine Williams, and Brenda Monacer. And if I forgot any of you, I apologize for that, but I give thanks to all of you who have been contributing to my channel. Okay, it's all a blessing. And so this message in particular is in regards to what we should be focused on. And the reason why I feel like I'm being guided to do this message is because there are so many distractions that are happening right now. I myself found, myself going back and forth, this tug of war that I was having within as to whether or not I should address the passing of Kevin Samuels and to actually do a reading on it, because my spirit, I've been given all of these messages in terms of what really happened, or the energetic reason. And so I was like, you know what, that's just going to put more focus and more energy into that particular situation, which there's already enough energy being projected in that direction. So I said, you know what, we have to get back centered. And it reminded me of a message that came through me a few months ago. It's called The Spiritual Strategy of the Enemy Against the Chosen. And in that message, I spoke about potential energy and how we've spent all of this time going up this steep hill, getting pushed back with all of this opposition, people, places, things that was coming up against us to prevent us from getting to the top of this hill or the mountain, whatever you want to call it. And here we are as a collective body, at the top of this hill with all of this potential energy. And at this point, it's just a matter of what way we actually direct that energy, okay? How are we utilizing that energy? And so that potential energy, when you get to the top of the mountain, is the energy that the enemy wants to come in and siphon. And so this is why I feel like at this time, all of these distractions have become heightened, okay? It's like every time you look up, you can't catch a break. It's a new distraction, a new situation. Someone is going to jail. Someone is passed. You got the war over here. You got the, miniature swords over there, and all of these different things that's taking place. So right now, I feel like what we're being called to do is to really stay centered, keep that divine connection, and continuing to focus on our vision, focus on those things that we have been called to create. Many of you have been working, with me, working with your spiritual team in order to break the generational curses. We've been putting our declarations out there of establishing our freedom, reclaiming our birthright, taking our energy back from all four corners, north, south, east, and west. We've been putting in the work, okay? And so we've created a very powerful foundation in the spiritual realm, just working together collectively. And that's just those of you who are on my channel, those of you who have been working alongside, with me and your spiritual team in order to break these generational curses and to shift the energy. But imagine those people all across the globe who are also awakening and taking back and reclaiming their power. So this is us starving the beast. And with that potential energy that we have created at the top of this mountain here, we pushed against all opposition and still continue to thrive and thrive and thrive. Is now, are we going to take that potential energy and in unison direct it in a direction that's going to take us towards continuing to elevate, or are we going to allow the enemy to come in and snatch that energy from us and take us, push us back down the hill where we got to climb back up again? So, of course, we're not going to do the latter, okay? We're going to continue to stay focused. So I just want to see specifically what the message is in terms of what we need to place our energy on right now and how we can stay in alignment, okay? So, first card's coming out is breathe through the tension. Breathe through the tension, okay? So there is a lot of, a lot of energy, a lot of different things that's happening. So we need to stay focused on doing our breath work. And this allows us to stay connected to nature. With this card here, I always tell people, for me, deep breathing exercises is like the analogy of the pond, or a body of water. If it has no movement, then it starts to look murky. But when you're doing when the wind begins to blow over it, it starts to look clear and it flows more beautifully. And so it's the same thing for doing deep breathing exercises. That water that we're comprised of, our blood, everything gets to moving and circulating a lot better when we are intentionally, doing intentional deep breathing, especially when you're outside. That's a great time to do it, but really at any time. Then you have here movement, choices, and decisions. Now, this card was in reverse. So I feel like right now, it's a time to not be too focused in on trying to make a decision per se, but more so just allowing yourself to be at ease and balanced first before you start making these major decisions in your life. Because if you find your energy is thrown off, especially based on what's happening around you, or if you've been overly indulging in what's happening, then your emotions may be off and it might lead you to make a decision without thinking it through, or without having a stable foundation to make this decision on. So you want to make sure that your mind is clear and that you are balanced before you make vital decisions here. I do see solar plexus chakra, so working on the solar plexus in terms of your confidence, your courage, taking personal power, taking back your personal power and your authority. That's something that I feel like is very necessary right now, it is necessary with all of the energy and the shifts that's taking place here. So let me see what else is coming out. Well, that's too many, y'all. Okay, so I have 3 here. I have emotions are running high. You see what I'm saying? This is the energy. I've been picking up on it, okay? I'm not exempt to this. So I've been doing what's necessary to keep my emotions balanced and to alchemize the energy. So emotions are running high. You have fulfillment here. Also, unleash your kindest self. And third eye chakra. So also working on the third eye chakra. We got 2 chakras out right now. So when I see the third eye and the solar plexus, for me, this is saying before you make any bold moves, make sure that you're fully confident in yourself. So taking back your personal power, working on your solar plexus, which is around the navel area, and ensuring that before you make those decisions, you feel fully confident in those decisions and you are confident in your ability to make the right decision, and also listening to your intuition with the third eye chakra, seeing things from a spiritual perspective and balancing out the two, the spiritual aspect of it and the practical aspect of it, knowing that both of those things will be balanced when you make these vital decisions. Because I feel like some of you are going to have some major decisions that you're going to need to make pretty soon here. So then you have unleash your kindest self. So this is that energy of making sure that the heart chakra is in alignment, so that the energy that you're projecting is energy of love. It's the energy of compassion. That way, that's magnetizing energy. That's how you attract those things to you that you desire to have in your life. When you have a blocked off heart chakra, you will attract, but you're going to be attracting things to you that you don't desire. So unleashing your kindest self, being transparent, being vulnerable, being empathetic to others, this is actually going to attract to you the fulfillment, the harvest that where you've been planting those seeds. And another thing that I wanted to tell you all, how I like to give the acknowledgement to those of you who donate to my channel. It's not just you planting a seed towards me. It's you planting a seed towards your own harvest when you do things for others. You do it humbly. You do it with, unselfish motives, okay? But you can also, once you have planted that seed, you can also set your intentions on what that seed, like what is the seed? So is this, you sown the seed towards someone, right? And once you sow the seed, you can take it and you can say, okay, the seed that I have sown, I'm planting it towards whatever harvest it is that you are desiring to create for yourself. And so the money, the exchange of money is currency, it's energy. And so Obviously there's a beautiful energy that is projected out into the universe when one sows a seed and another receives. That's that energy of, I'm giving, I'm being, that energy of, unselfishness, but just wanting to do something kind for someone else. And the person that receives it, okay, also receives that energy of being humble and grateful, that gratitude. So it's an energetic exchange that happens. That's why money is called currency. And so you can also take that seed, like I said, that you have planted and decide, are you trying to grow a peach tree? Are you going to use that seed towards, planting it towards your home, planting that seed in the spiritual realm towards your business? So you may have sown $20 to someone because you just wanted to be freely giving. You can also turn back around and say, okay, the $20 that I have sown, I now would like to plant that seed, and to expand that seed towards my business ventures, or towards my own home, towards my own abundance. And so it's an energetic exchange. So you never give in vain, unless you just give in for your ego. Then it's like, yeah, you have sown a seed, and the energy that you are projecting is not one that's going to attract to you. It's actually going to be one that it will attract things to you, but it's going to be in opposition to what you want to grow. So I'm just putting that out there. Whoever you decide to sow to, just know that when you plant that seed, the person that you give it to, they have the ability to project an energy out there, especially if they are someone that is of a space of gratitude and they already have an open heart chakra. That energy that they project out into the universe as a result of you sowing to them is actually helping you to sow to other things that's in your personal life. And so just consider this, okay? Whether it's you sowing a seed of a kind word, sowing a seed of, just a kind gesture towards someone, or sowing an actual seed of financial abundance. Either way, just make sure that you're doing it from a space of love, and also taking advantage of that opportunity to sow it back into yourself some way, shape, or form. So you might not decide to sow it into something physical. You might decide to sow it towards your peace of mind. I want to take this seed and I want to plant it to an abundance of peace, an abundance of love, whatever the case may be. So then you have here, again, emotions are running high. So yes, there's a lot of energy that's surrounding you right now. So this is why you wanted to alchemize that energy, balancing things out. You do have forgive coming out. So some of you are needing to forgive someone from your past, or this could also be forgiving yourself. And so, of course, if you still have unforgiveness in your heart, then that would definitely that will cause a blocked heart chakra. And so the energy that you would likely be projecting, even though on the surface it may seem as if it is love, it's not the highest vibrational energy of love, because your heart chakra is blocked. You see what I'm saying? And so forgiveness is very important. So really dive deep to see those people or those areas of your life where you either need to forgive yourself or others. That way you can clear your energy and be able to move forward without the additional blockages that you might be creating for yourself at this point. Because the enemy wants to be able to use whatever leverage it can think of through your own insecurities, fears, or hang-ups, or whatever the case may be. That's what the enemy uses. And so keeping that at the forefront of your mind and knowing you have the power and the authority to shift the energy so that the enemy has no ability to come anywhere near you or those things that you're creating. And so this is why it's so important to be conscious and aware of these things. So let me see what else is coming out. Yeah, you still have choose wisely coming out again, but this is in a reverse. Same thing as the other card, movement, choices, and decisions that came out initially. So this is not the time to be making major decisions. And I don't know if this is because we are in the Mercury retrograde, so that does take you kind of like back towards your past, back towards, maybe having to revisit certain things from your past. You might have certain people from your past that's trying to revisit your present moment here. But it's not time to make any major decisions just yet. You do have here open up to change. So there, you want to keep your heart open here. I do see that. There's forgiveness that's necessary. Keeping your heart open is necessary. Emotions will be running high if they're not already there. However, you're being told to breathe through the tension because things, emotions are high. Things are, you have all of these potential decisions that you're going to have to make, but you're being called to be the most loving version of yourself, but at the same time, don't make any hasty decisions right now. So I feel like, if you ask for clarity in terms of, okay, well, if I'm not to make this decision right now, please give me a sign of when I should make this decision, when I should make these vital decisions. You do have intuition here at the bottom of the deck. So that's also in alignment with the third eye chakra card that came out. So listening to your intuition is going to be very, very important at this time. So trying not to make an emotionally led decision. You want to definitely address your emotions. You want to honor your feelings. You don't want to just cut them off, because your emotions is actually what's connected to your intuition. What you feel is generally something that, something is trying to be shown to you. But at the same time, you want to be sure that your head is clear and that it's not a decision that's only driven by your emotions. So you want to balance out the two energies here. I'm hearing balancing out your masculine and feminine, staying in alignment there so that you make those decisions that are both in alignment with your spiritual growth as well as those practical things in life, so that it all makes sense. So yes, you have new beginning coming out. So there's some new things that's happening in your life. You're turning away from the past here. Some of you all might be leaving certain situations, and this is where it's like, okay, I got to make some major decisions because I'm getting ready to take the leap of faith to start brand new in a new direction. And so yes, forgiveness needs to happen at this point, but what type of decisions do I need to make? So for some of you, you're in a situation right now where emotions literally are just high because you got a lot of chaotic energy that's going on. Maybe there's some old cycles that you're having to close out with people, places, and things, and you're just ready. You, based on your emotions, you might feel like, okay, I need to make some vital decisions like right now. But you're being called to breathe through the tension, unleash your kindest self. So stay in that energy, that kind energy. Don't allow it to cause you to become bitter or, shifting your emotions where it's low vibrational, but definitely listening to your intuition. So you're going to need to silence all of that extra chatter and calm your emotions where things are balanced first. Get your confidence and your personal power and your courage up, and be in the energy of forgiving whoever might have wronged you or whoever it is you might have to walk away from, or if there's certain emotions that's just coming back up just from the past in general, because it's time for you to finally address them. Don't make any hasty decisions. Just wait, listen, but also be open to change, because I do see that change is coming. It's going to take you to a new beginning. You have here passion ignited. So it's going to take you to a new beginning in more ways than one, because this is that energy of that spark, that excitement. And for some of you, if this is like, let me just clarify passion ignited, because I'm sensing that for some of you, you may be getting ready to walk away from like long-term connections. And you might have a spark here that has ignited like some passion within you where you want to begin brand new. But you might be acting too quickly because it's more so based on your emotions. Yes, some of you, you've withdrawn yourself emotionally from other people in your life, okay? But you're being called to, with the strength card, restrain yourself. Don't allow yourself to get overly consumed with how things might make you feel in that moment. So if you have a passionate moment where there's some temptation here, you're being called to restrain yourself, practice that self-discipline, because you don't want to move towards somebody who lacks love. someone who lacks self-love, someone who lacks emotional balance here, because this King of Cups in the reverse is someone who's not emotionally available, but they may be physically available to you, and they may be able to ignite that fire within you in terms of like that sexual energy. But outside of that, this person may not be able to take it further because there's still work that they need to do on themselves. And so you want to be very careful with becoming overly consumed with how you feel in that moment based on your emotions and the excitement and things of that nature, because it may not pan out the way that you desire it to. Let me just see what else is coming out here. That's why choose wisely and movement choices and decisions has come out in the reverse. So you do have the Ace of Pentacles here. So I do see a brand new beginning here, something that's going to be very solid and stable. Now, for some of you, if this is not dealing with love, then it can definitely be dealing with like your career choice, you know, the path that you're being guided to take in terms of your career. And so it's like this energy of, if you have multiple options, don't just jump to the first one that is presented to you, because you might be in this energy of fear. Emotions are running high. You're excited and ready to make this change. Take time to breathe out. Listen to your intuition. Make sure that it's whatever you go towards is going to allow you and it's going to support you staying in alignment with the spiritual nature of who you are and the practical nature of who you are, both spirit and flesh. You're still in alignment and able to evolve in both areas of your life. That's very important, because if you make a decision that's strongly based on passion or attraction or financial security, and the whole aspect of what you've been doing spiritually just gets thrown out the window, then you might as well hang it up. You might as well just say, well, you're going to take a million steps backwards. If you're only focused in on those things, it's going to keep you spiritually balanced, but it does nothing for you in terms of your practical life. Then again, you want to stay balanced. Okay, so let me see what else is coming out here. I think I want to clarify what choose wisely is, being that this keeps coming out in the reverse. What might this be for some of you? So again, this message is all about what is it that you should be focused on right now. Choose wisely. What is this? Okay, so you have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. For some of you, this would be an investment. Maybe this was time and energy that you put into a work situation, time and energy that you might have put into a relationship situation. But with this coming out in the reverse, this is saying that there was no fruit to bear. And it may still be the same with the Seven of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. And so that's why it says choose wisely, but don't make a decision just yet, because they kept coming out in the reverse. Then it's like largely because you might find yourself trying to reinvest in something that is not going to give you a return that you deserve based on the energy and the efforts that you put in. So that reciprocity may not be there. That harvest may not be there. So I'm going to pull one more for what choose wisely means, and I'm going to move on. Yeah, choose wisely, y'all. Because if this is dealing with like a relationship situation, this person is coming through and they're going to keep it moving. The Knight of Wands is somebody who is sexually driven. They definitely are not the type of person to settle down or commit. This is a player energy. And so this is with me clarifying choose wisely. Choose wisely. Don't allow your sexual energy, your passion, or your emotions cause you to make a decision that might set you backwards. Okay, So again, that's about that potential energy where the enemy wants to come in and swipe your energy. This can happen through people that you have in your own personal circle. Usually that's how it works. Somebody who's low vibrational in their energy comes in and they're able to snatch away all of that good potential energy that you built up, climbing that hill and, rising higher and higher and doing the work to heal and doing the work to free yourself and breaking all of these chains off of your life in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm. And then here this person comes, at just the right time, at least they think so, to come in with this passion and this sexual energy, trying to cause you to become emotionally wrapped up in a situation. But this night does not sit still. They're going to keep going. They're going to keep going. And so this is why you wanting to take a deep breath. Yeah, look at this, y'all. Let me see what's here. Look at this. I got the Tower. Okay, that's destructive energy, something coming down. I got the Death card here. Both of these are scorpionic energy, so that's that energy of transformation, okay? Major changes. And then I have the Justice card here. So just know that you being in this energy of blocking this person out and protecting yourself is going to bring justice for you. And this person coming in with this destructive energy is going to it's going to force them into a transformation. It's going to force them to make a change, because what it might do is it might have a reverse effect. They might have the intentions of coming through to, shift your energy or to take you backwards in your emotions so that you're constantly thinking about them, but they have no intention of staying or no intentions of leveling up. Like I said, this may be a relationship, this may be anything, but I'm strongly being drawn to the relationship aspect. So place it where it needs to be in terms of your current circumstance. But this is going to force this person to have to go through a transformation to end this type of energy, to put this to rest. And so it'll cause a Tower moment for them, where they see that old structure is no longer there. You make it very clear that you're protecting yourself and setting those healthy boundaries. And so because of that, this person is going to have to go through a major transformation. But on the other side of this, justice is here for you. Okay, so the scales will be balanced for you. So don't jump too soon. Now, forgiveness, of course, is necessary here, because this is what's going to allow you to have the key to unlock the door. Listening to your intuition, going within, staying balanced, okay? Maintaining that divine connection. That key to unlock the door to this new beginning is where you're at. So I feel like this may be the last part of that cycle where you may get the closure that you have been waiting for by not falling into temptation of someone who has not done the work. They're getting prepared to go through the process of doing the work, but they have yet to do the work. And so these two cards is major arcana, Death and the Tower. This is transformative energy that they can't avoid, okay? It's going to happen whether they're ready for it or not. And so, look at this, y'all. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, if it couldn't get no more obvious than this, then I don't know what to tell you. If you have someone who is coming back into your life from the past and you are tempted to have a sexual connection with them, don't do it. Because you have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. No passion there, okay? Do not allow yourself to become tripped up. Ace of Wands in the reverse, okay? So don't allow yourself to be tripped up with this spark and this passion here, because you have passion ignited. This person's going to come in and try to tempt you, because that's what they're good at. They come in with the wand. That's the first thing you see when you see this person, male or female, okay? Because the Queen of Wands in the reverse can be very promiscuous in her energy. So don't allow this person to tempt you in that way. You have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So all of these wands, the wands can be symbolic of the male phallic, but it's just sexual energy is what I'm picking up on. And so with the Eight of Wands in reverse, don't go for it. Because another thing that I'm picking up on is that this person here is also very jealous, okay? With the Queen of Wands in the reverse as well as the Eight of Wands in reverse, there's a lot of jealousy coming from this person. And so they might see you taking all of these leaps and bounds in your life, and they really, it's more so their ego that is causing them to want to come in and have this connection with you, just to see if you will be tempted to to take the bait. But their goal, their ultimate goal, is to strip you of your confidence, to strip you, because the Queen of Wands in the reverse is very insecure. She's not confident and her creative energy is not thriving. They want to come in and strip you of your creative energy, strip you of your confidence, strip you of your courage and all of these things and everything that you have created for yourself. And they want to take off with it and leave you feeling depleted. Okay, that's why you have the Five of Pentacles here, where you're constantly pining for them in hopes that they'll come back and bring you up out of the cold that they left you in. But when you say no, when you preserve your energy, your creative energy, that's what your sexual energy is. It's your creative energy. When you preserve it and you protect yourself from people like this, you unlock, you're given the key to unlock the door that's going to take you towards your new beginning. And it also closes the door of the past. And so this is why forgiveness is so necessary, because you can see this person clearly when you listen to your intuition, third eye chakra and intuition coming out. You'll be able to see the motives of this person very clearly, and it won't be no mistaking what their intentions are. And so make sure that you listen to it. Don't ignore it for the sake of a passionate moment, because it's just, you feel fiery, you feel hot, because you've done a lot of work to heal from the past now. Don't forget the work that you've had to put in order to heal from the past. It takes a lot of work to get this Three of Swords that, upside down, okay? Because in the upright, you're still in pain and still dealing with that heartbreak. In the reverse, you've done the work to heal. So the Fool is in the reverse. Don't be foolish and jump too fast, okay? Don't be foolish and jump too fast towards something that's going to ultimately not pan out to go into the direction that you have been, putting all of this work towards, okay? Stay focused. Stay focused. So we have here, yes, the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. This person, they're going to come forward with a small offer. And they might be very slow with coming in with a more solid and stable offer, okay? But it's almost like two different people here. You might have one person who comes in with a very immature energy, and another person who you've been waiting on that comes right behind them that actually wants to commit. But they've been waiting for you to get this immature person out the way so that they can finally make their way into your life, okay? Or for some of you, this can indicate, because we did see transformative energy with the Death and the Tower card, this could indicate that this person who came in with this immature energy is ultimately going to do the work, but they're going to have to first go through that Tower moment, that death and rebirth, in order for them to transform into someone who's coming in ready for something solid and stable and long term, versus something that's just, hit it and quit it and let's keep going. Yeah, because right now this person has a lot of options, and they're candy picking, they're window shopping, okay? And so right now their heart chakra is blocked off. They don't have much to offer to you emotionally. And so you would just end up getting hurt all over again. So in terms of this message, yes, Queen of Swords, establish those healthy boundaries for yourself. The Strength card is here. Again, same thing. Restrain yourself, okay? Maintain your composure, restrain that sexual energy, tame that lion, tame that beast, okay? Maintain that divine connection that you have in the spiritual realm, and use your spiritual wisdom to keep you in alignment when this person comes in. The Queen of Swords is the one that you ask all the questions, you anticipate and you expect answers. You establish those healthy boundaries for yourself because you've been scorned in the past, and you're guarding, you're protecting your heart at this point. And with this type of person, you have to come at them with this type of energy, because the way that they're coming at you is they're hoping that you're insecure enough to actually allow them to come in and to bring that sexual energy and to take you backwards to who you probably used to be. But they're definitely not coming in with the right intentions, okay? So let me see if there's anything else that needs to come out here, because I feel like the message is very clear. Keep doing the work to evolve and to rise. Yes, look at this. You've been stabbed in the back and betrayed now. Look at this. The King of Wands is in reverse. So look, this is the same energy. The two of you are not in alignment with one another, okay? So that passion and that spark, leave it where it's at, because the fact of the matter is this person has betrayed you time and time and time and time and time again. And this is not the time to allow this person to come in and betray you for a probably thousandth time. The family structure is not in alignment. Something is definitely off here when it comes to the happiness within this family structure. If you all have children together, or if you had a long-term relationship, something is off here. This person is non-committal. And so this is the energy that you need to be in order to tame the immature, childlike nature that is within this person. This person is, they're highly promiscuous, okay? And so that's another reason why I feel like you're being guarded, to protect your sexual energy, because you don't know what this person might bring to you. They may not even know what they got going on, because they just bouncing from one person to the next, constantly candy picking and jumping and bouncing, because they're in this energy where they have not tamed their sexual nature. The King of Wands in the reverse is very promiscuous, and they hope that you will match them in that energy with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Don't do it. Yeah, look at this. I told y'all this person, they like to go out. They probably party. They probably drink a lot. They probably turn up, and they got all of these different women that they like to, intermingle with in multiple ways. And so Two of Wands in the reverse, that's that energy of not planning things out. Okay, just kind of jumping and not thinking ahead. No, you're going to come out of your head about this. You're not going to allow this person to get you trapped and stuck. Magician in the reverse, this person is very manipulative. Highly manipulative with the Magician in reverse. And I'm also picking up, for some of you, this person also practices sex magic with the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the King of Wands in the reverse and the Magician in the reverse. This person is likely practicing sex magic in hopes that they can come in and really get you stuck in your head about them, so that you're just, look at this, in this energy of feeling like, once they walk away from you after getting what they want, they leave you feeling depleted and focusing in on the spilled cups. Focusing in on the spilled cups, feeling shameful with your head hanging down because you've done all of this work to heal. And here you are standing here like, wow, this person came in and got me again. And now you feel like you got to try to pick yourself back up and start all over again. Don't let this person come in and do that. You stay highly vibrational. The sun is here to show that everything is being clearly illuminated. You see everything very, very clearly. And you're not going to get tripped up in this one. So let me pull one more card from this deck. I'm going to pull from another deck, and I'm going to be closing out. I hope you all receive something from this message. Judgment is here. Star card is up at the bottom of the deck. So make the judgment call. Make that decision that says, nope, I see you for who you are. Strip them down. Look at them from your spiritual eyes. I'm not talking about physically stripping them down. I'm talking about spiritually stripping down the mask, removing all the politics that they're trying to come with, okay? Seeing past the veil, seeing past the finessing, and seeing them for who they truly are, not forgetting who they was in the past, but also remember forgiveness came out, so you don't want to allow them to trigger that unforgiveness in your heart. No, you continue to move forward. You forgive them, you release them though, and you allow them to go do what's necessary so that they can transform, because they will not go through the transformation if they feel that they can still come in and do this to you. Okay, in terms of stripping you of your creative energy and leaving you feeling depleted. This is a narcissist right here. Definitely a narcissist. And so you want to be very careful with that. It doesn't matter how long it's been for you sexually. Don't give your sexual energy to this person for more reasons than one, as I mentioned earlier. And so then you have here the Star card. Continue to do what's necessary to heal yourself. Continue to rise like the star. Continue to be transparent. Continue to stay focused and to stay balanced here. Okay. And continue to just do the work, because you got a lot of blessings that's coming towards you. And again, the enemy wants to come in and try to siphon all of that good potential energy that you've built up. Someone that doesn't even deserve it wants to come in and snatch that from you and leave you feeling depleted. Don't let them do it, okay? You have laziness coming out here. And with intensity also. So don't allow yourself in this energy of laziness to go backwards into this energy of laziness, because intensity, it looks like it's going towards laziness. So you've been moving. Things have been picking up for you. Things have been moving fast for you. You've been coming out of that dark energy towards the light. Don't allow this person to catapult you back towards this energy of just feeling stuck, unhappy, uncomfortable, and this false narrative of being comfortable, being comfortable with being uncomfortable. You find comfort in being uncomfortable because you see this person is surrounded by a bunch of broken glass, but they're pretending that everything is okay when in fact it's not. And so this is where this person wants you to go back to. But no, you're shifting the energy. Do what's necessary to stay balanced, okay? So, yes, look at this. You have the rebel coming out. Break those chains. Y'all been breaking these generational curses. Break those chains. If you feel like this person has a stronghold over you emotionally, do what's necessary. I declare and I decree that I destroy all emotional, spiritual, physical, sexual connections with whoever the person is. I destroy all fear, all fear of abandonment, or whatever the case may be in spirit and in flesh, and you burn it. Okay, so that this person does not have that energy to try and manipulate you. The inner voice is coming out again. So this is the high priestess energy once again. So listen to your intuition, because it's here 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, and I'm going to show you here, and then I'm going to close out here. You have third eye chakra, which is your spiritual eyes, intuition, and then right here you have the same thing, inner voice. Okay, listen to your intuition when it comes to this person. They've shown themselves to you multiple times in the past, and it has not been good. It's been very painful. And so this is what I have for you all. Let this person go through the transformation. If it's meant for them to be in your life, they're not going to come back in this type of energy, especially after you've done all of this work. The only type of people that you are attracting to you are the ones who are in alignment with the energy that you have been projecting based on the work that you have done. This person is coming in a player energy. They want to be a hoe. Okay, let's just put it that way. They want to be a hoe. And so you don't receive that. You don't pick up on them spirits. They out here collecting all types of soul ties with random people. Do not allow them to plant that into you, where not only do you have to deal with the energy that they're bringing, you have to try to pick yourself up from that, but then you also have to try to pick yourself up from all of the spirits that they have been connecting and attaching themselves to. Sexual energy is very powerful, and you can either use it to your advantage to create more beautiful things, or it can be used against you to cause and to wreak havoc for you mentally, spiritually, and physically. So that's what I got for you all. I love you. If you want a private reading from me, please be sure to email me. And if you want my oils, if you want to order my hair oils or my skin oils, you can also email me. Deliveries go out every Saturday. I love you all, and I'll talk to you all next time.